My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. For each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So when you come into this video, give me a Fonzie. Double tap the screen or just simply hit a thumbs up. Leave me a comment and let me know how this general reading, not a personal, resonates with you. Tell me a little bit about your story. If not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I go live or when I post videos so you don't miss either one. Alright? Thank you to each and every one of you guys for all the love and support. It helps out the show and I'm greatly, greatly appreciative of all of your help. So this video is for the element of water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're last, but you're the best. All right. Well, I love all you guys. It doesn't matter how you are. For this week of July 26th through August 1st. Now, on Wednesday, on the 29th, we have a full moon in Aquarius. So we're definitely doing some moon readings. All right. Let's just jump right into it, water signs. So on Wednesday, Mercury Day, 7/29, 2 talks about balance, not 9 talk about the lessons we need to learn to find that balance. Energetic year of 1, right? I just see 144. Energetic year of 1 talks about we have all the tools that we need to manifest the life we want. 7/2/9 adds up to 11, so we're mastering something. 7/1/1/1. So you could be seeing 111, 1111, 88, 10, 10. Okay? So the buck moon. Oh my goodness. It's buck moon, by the way. This full moon in Aquarius is in 6 degrees of Aquarius. It is called a buck moon. It is on Wednesday, the 29th at 10:36 Eastern Standard Time. I think it's a.m. or no, it have to be p.m., right? It has a rare conjunct with Pluto in Aquarius. The moon is in Aquarius. Pluto rules the underworld. Pluto rules Scorpio. Mysteries, sex, death, rebirth, endings, finalizations. Okay? But it is in Aquarius. What Aquarius rules our social circle. The people we socialize, the groups, water signs. The sun is in Leo, and it is forming a tense opposition to Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expand, higher wisdom, luck, okay? So that's a little bit about that. So the themes of this full moon are a collective vision, emotional detachment, and sudden breakthroughs. The objective insight is on our personal lives, community roles from a higher, unbiased viewpoint. Emotional ghosting are over intellectualizing feelings instead of processing them honestly. So the objective insight is at a personal level, a community role with a higher, unbiased viewpoint. On an emotional level, ghosting over intellectualizing feelings instead of processing them and being honest about how you feel. Freedom from restricting situations, groups, and old social expectations. Navigating the energies. You're being asked to pause. Pause. Take a step back. Ground your energy for about 24 hours before making any erratic decisions or permanent changes in your life, such as an example of sending bridge burning texts or quitting your job on a whim. Those are our examples, okay? So you're being asked to balance your logic and your empathy. Fight the urge to isolate yourself and pair your need with independence with general human connections. Ground your energy. Pull yourself out of overthinking. These energies are intense. You're the fourth reading. You're the last one, and let me tell you, they've been all very intriguing, interesting. The air one was off the freaking charts. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. If you're not an air sign and you know how to observe without absorbing, I recommend going and watching it because it was whoo. So that's a little bit about the energies. I can go ahead and put this over there. Um, so we have the sun in Leo, and then in 2 weeks we got a solar eclipse in Leo. All right. So water signs. We'll start with Scorpios. What's the energy around the Scorpio collective? What's the moon's energy around the Scorpio collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. I'm shuffling my cards. What's the moon's energy? Something's a mess here. Like, I feel like it's cluttered. There's some clutter you need to clear out, Scorpio. Look, I'm telling you, there's some clutter you need to clear out. You need to organize yourself. Yeah, your commitment is being tested in the first quarter moon. It happens to be between the new and the full moon. So the new moon is a solar eclipse in Leo. So the week after the solar eclipse to the week before the lunar eclipse will be the perfect time to clear out some clutter. Some clutter that could be testing some sort of a commitment that you're in. Okay? Yeah, it'll be a time for healing. It'll be a time to give yourself, to give rather than take. So the new moon in Leo will help you to stop overanalyzing everything. Stop repeating the same old patterns when it comes to relationships, whether it's a relationship with yourself, a relationship with another, a relationship with money, a business relationship, whatever it is, Scorpio. It could have something to do with money, right? So it's time to give rather than take. It's time to give yourself a break. It is time to take a break from overanalyzing something. It is time to heal whatever cloudiness that you may be feeling in that space that keeps testing your patience. This is something on a repetitive pattern, right? That you need to take care of. Yeah. The full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. So it could have something to do with your money. Remember, I did say about routines, a repetitive pattern or a routine. You need to become more pro and less Seven of Cups energy, where it's like an illusion, procrastination, something along them lines. All right, Scorpio, show me a little bit about this commitment that is being tested here. And I feel like it's tested between two people because they're showing me two people going, ba, 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 ba. And then another one going, ba, 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 ba. Like, it's a lot of nitpicking, not fighting, but nitpicking energy, which would make perfect sense because Mercury just was in retrograde in Cancer, talking about the home place, the people that we live with, our family, our spouses, so and so. Our spouses, our paramours, whatever, okay? So yeah, it's like you're healing from a commitment, testing your patience. All right, for the next, it just went direct, so probably the next, maybe, I don't know, 7 days, maybe 10 days, we're still going to be feeling those energies because your water sign, Scorpio, Mercury was just retrograde in Cancer, a water sign, so all water signs are going to be feeling it. Get some sleep. You're being asked because you're tired. Face the pillow now. So you could be tired of the bickering. You could be tired of the nitpicking. You could be feeling a bit restless, feeling a bit, not sleeping well, maybe worried about something, maybe crying in your pillow for some of you. So you could be trying to force something. Somebody could be trying to force an opinion upon you. You're being told to just allow something to come to you. So allow somebody or something to come to you. Don't worry about it. Get some sleep. You're being tired. You're being cranky. That's why you're bickering and nitpicking at one another, right? You could be fearing something. That's why you are being restless. That's why you're being angry, right? Because fear is lying to your face. Fear is, not this person, fear is lying to your face. All right? So that's what I feel for Scorpios as far as the moon. Let's go into Cancer. That's just 11. Cancer. Well, Cancer, you need to look at the bigger picture when it comes to divine timing. So the full moon coming back to you. Get out of the impatient energy, Cancer. Get out of it. Yeah, be bold. Make the first move. You are a cardinal sign, Cancer, which would make perfect sense. Time to give and take. So you got the same card as Pisces. It's time to give yourself some love. Okay, Cancer? It's time to give yourself some love. You may have been neglecting your heart space, neglecting your heart, neglecting your body, neglecting yourself in all general factors here. You may be overthinking something. You could be repeating some sort of a safe pattern, because Cancers, I'm a Cancer, so we know you like to hide in that little shell because that's your comfort zone. So you may be getting pulled out of your comfort zone, right? Where you're comfortable in that heart space, right? Look how her eyes. So you may need to start trusting your intuition. You may need to start protecting your crown. All right? Or nothing is going to come in this situation. So get the hell out of your home. All right. So we have Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Higher wisdom, higher knowledge, travel, religion. That's what Sagittarius rules. So you need to look at the bigger picture from a higher perspective. And wasn't that on here? Looking at something from a higher, unbiased view. When it comes to a particular role that maybe perhaps you play in your life, when it comes to your impatientness for some of you, you may be out of balance, like you may be missing the mark here. Somebody is maybe out of balance because look, the bullseye's over here. It's not up here. The bullseye's actually up here, but you keep hitting over here, just way over here, filled somewhere. Okay? So you need to be bold and make some sort of a move when it comes to divine timing, when it comes to what you want to manifest, when it comes to seeing something from that higher view, staying unbiased. I'm sorry, this it's on this side. All right. So look at the bigger picture, Cancer. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head get your head out of your ass. Yeah, get your head out of your ass. Yeah, you're dark about something. You're not seeing something clearly. You're not seeing something clearly, Cancer. You are looking through dark glasses, the darkness, that the glasses are, the lens is black. So get your head out of your ass. No wonder something smells like shit. Spirit's telling you pronto, do it now. Do it now. Be bold and make the first move, or nothing's going to come of a situation. Yeah, all right. And stop fucking whining. No one wants to hear that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have strength to change the world, so do it. Okay? You are talented and amazing. All right, so be bold. Make the first move. for Cancer. Make better choices. If you're a pit you are, stop taking yourself there. Right? Make better choices. Be bold. Make the first move. Make a better choice. Listen to your intuition. Stop painting, right? Stop being pissed because you're the one that put yourself there, right? You have your head up your ass. And get over yourself. Pull your shit together. What did I say? Get your head out of your ass. Get your shit together. Pronto. Help people. Give back. Do shit for humanity. Yeah. You equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. Put the phone down. Too much screen time is making you go bored and sad. Go talk to a live person. Whatever you were thinking about, don't do it. Don't do it, Cancer. Now is not the time. Make a better choice, or you're going to be pissed if you don't. And that goes back to take 24 hours. Ground yourself. Take 24 hours before you make a choice here. Before making an erratic or permanent choice or change. Hello. All right. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Don't. Which talks about feeling good enough. Alrighty. I think that's pretty straight to the point there for you, Cancer. I love these cards. My custom tarot cards. Alrighty. Pisces. Pisces, what's the moon's energy around the Pisces collective? Please and thank you. Can I have a moon card for the Pisces collective? Alrighty, so a new start is coming right off the bat. Nothing is yet set in stone until you calm your little ass down and be it all over the place on an emotional level. You need to learn to adapt to the energies, Pisces. We have expect a powerful change, new moon eclipse. The new moon eclipse is happening on August 12th, and it is in Leo. New moon. So Leo rules creativity. It rules your heart space, right? So calm down, Pisces. Calm down. Get your shit in check. Don't be all over with your emotions. Nothing is yet set in stone. So that tells me you need to learn to adapt to the energies around you. Because whoever I'm talking to, Pisces, your emotions rule your manifestations. There is a new start coming. Somebody could have Cancer somewhere in their chart. You and your loved ones are safe. Work through your fears. What does fear do? It lies straight to your face. So there'll be something coming back around to trigger you. That could be why you're all over the place. This could be an enemy, a deadly warrior, something that was a mystery. You could be getting a missing puzzle piece when it comes to your home, your family. Maybe you don't feel safe. Maybe that's because your ego or your head tells you you're not safe. This could be something about sex. It could be talking about a mystery. It could be talking about a deadly warrior, a trustworthy friend. A mystery. Like a missing puzzle. Missing puzzle piece. Excuse my burp. But there is a new start coming in a couple of weeks, Pisces. So adapt to what you're feeling, Pisces, because you're very empathic, whoever I'm talking to. Nothing is just set in stone for Pisces. Be fucking grateful. Shit could be much worse. How about that? And it's purple. Oh boy. Alrighty. Get that ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. You need a good fucking cry. That's what. You need to purge. You need to purge. Is what you need to do. To remove, to eclipse something out of your life so that you can have a new beginning. Powerful change. You are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. So there could be something happening. There could be something happening over the moon eclipse. Maybe you're getting your envelope for some of you. Maybe getting your envelope. And that may be what you're here for. With the new moon eclipse in Leo. Yeah. So, yeah, you need to purge. So that you can release some sort of a limited belief system, an ego, and start believing that you are loved and you are protected and safe in your home. Cancer energy. Mercury retrograde. Hello, Mercury retrograde. So that's what they're telling you. Shit could be much worse. You need to adapt to the energies here. You need to understand that you are loved and you are protected, and that you are here for a reason. So don't fuck it up. You are the best thing that has ever happened to you. Go easy on your ass by your own damn. Have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. I'm telling you. And that's what this upset emotion is. You're acting like a big ass baby. Eat a fucking taco. I was gonna make it the other day. You are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice, not use it for dumb shit. You are here for a reason. If you think someone is lying, they are. Trust your intuition is very important, Pisces. Because shit much worse. Yes, it could. So that's moon energy around the element of water. We're now going to pull what the moon is hiding on Wednesday, July 29th, which is Mercury Day. Let's see what the moon is hiding for the element of water. What is the moon hiding for the element of water? Oh, look, on the bottom of the deck, Phoenix rising up out of the ashes into your new beginning. So you have the Ice Queen coming through here. You could have somebody who feels entitled. Something about maybe Tuesday coming through. We're seeing something in your dreams. Owls to me represent ancestors showing you something. Okay? The Swan, you have two queens here. This is somebody who's very compassionate. Somebody who, you know, this is water, this is air, right? Somebody who's very compassionate. Somebody who speaks the truth. Somebody who could be like a bit prophetic. Somebody who's very intuitive. Somebody who is, we're talking about you water signs. Somebody who is very psychic, very intuitive. Look at the swans, right? You could have premonition dreams for some of you. Your ancestors could speak to you in your dreams or when you're in meditation. So you're going through a transformation. And what is hidden is the fact that you've been in a period of solitude, not isolation. Solitude, water sign. A period of solitude means that you're protected. You are loved. If you're in isolation, that means that you got outside energies who are making you feel that way. All right? So remember that. That's going to be important to your reading. Now I gotta find my little cheat sheet. More than likely, oh, there you are. Alrighty, so this is the past. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to pull the Crows card. What are the Crows warning the element of water about this week? Yeah, somebody, you need to release something. You need to release something, and that goes back to that emotion that is you purge. You need to purge. You need to purge some sort of an emotion so that you can trust your intuition. So it could have something to do about maybe not feeling confident, not trusting what you feel, right? You have somebody who is keeping you in survival mode here, right? Somebody who's a fox, somebody who's been preying on your downfall, somebody who's been stalking, watching you, somebody who thought they had some sort of strategic plan. I feel like that's because they may feel entitled. But you need to stay on that wire. They've been trying to knock you off your wire by mimicking you and mocking you, but you're literally a victim of somebody's bad behavior. The Crows have warned somebody here. The Crows have warned somebody here, and they're very angry, and they also are in this anticipation emotion, like really, like that's that back and forth, that topsy-turvy water energy, where it says nothing is yet set in stone, because somebody has good luck coming. Somebody's luck is coming. They're abundant. Somebody's getting something, and you got another person who is really upset because they could not knock you off your wire, no matter what their plan was. Okay, so that's the Crows. Release talks about the Scorpio energy, letting go of everything that no longer serves you. The ego mind. So you could be going through that transformation, going through an ego death. That has, like, the scarcity mindset is what is coming to mind. You could be going through a scarcity mindset ego death. A transformation where you're going to be more in the flow. You're going to have all the ideas coming through, where you're going to be able to create something with the new moon in Leo. Leo talks about creativity. Okay. So what is the past and how is it influenced this week? Please and thank you, Spirit, for the element of water. Oh, you look, something was done in the dark. Didn't I get a card about get your head out of your ass? It's dark. It's darker, right? The Ace of Pentacles and 31. So an energy of 4, and with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, definitely get your head out of your ass. Okay? In the dark, you're not seeing something clearly. That's because you're still in this survival mode. You're not seeing your way out of a tunnel. Like, yeah, you're not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's what you need to release, is that fear, that ego, scarcity mindset. All right. Yeah, there's an inner child wound that needs to be healed here. You have a Pisces coming through here. You can see there's a swish, a fish right towards you. There's 2 other fishies swimming away. There could have been 3 people involved, being very immature, preying on your downfall, stalking you, harassing you, bullying you. They thought they had some sort of a cunning plan. This could be a cunt, not a cunning. All right. All right. So the past, something about the dark. The sun in reverse. Give me more about the sun in reverse for the water signs. Yeah, you were unawakened. So you went through a period of darkness. The dark night of the soul. Okay? You are the dark night of the soul. And when you were in this dark place, you wasn't seeing something clearly. In other words, you were asleep. You were unawakened. 5th dimension. When you are sleeping, you could astral travel to the 5th dimension. There's something that you're understanding about some sort of an offer. What did I say about the dark night of the soul? You went through the dark night of the soul, which is helping you elevate into the 5th dimension. All right, give me a tarot card. Yeah, look, the wounds. So you're a wounded warrior. So why your head is up your ass and you're in a period of darkness. That's why your money was blocked. Because you're still stuck in a scarcity mindset, the survival mode. So I feel like in the past, especially this past week, I feel like you're still on guard. I feel like the Wounded Warrior card, especially with the ones in the upright position, talks about you've been through a lot. You have been through a lot. You've been knocked off that wire many times. But every time you got knocked off, you picked your little birdie feathers up, you brushed yourself off. Spirit, what did I need to learn from that? And you took that inspiration and moved forward until the next time you got knocked off that wire. You knocked off 9 times. Talks about lessons. Learning, mastering major lessons. Learning to put your guard up. Learning to put boundaries around yourself. There's the hopelessness. So somebody could have, in the past, you could have, somebody could have tried to knock you off your path and keep you in the dark about who you are. That's why they were like preying on you, because they were trying to keep you in the dark. They didn't want you to see or identify with who you are. This talks about being divided. This talks about somebody being a starseed. Remember, you could have had some sort of a dream, and a starseed member of your family, it could be a bird for some of you, it could have come into your dreams while you were sleeping and gave you some sort of a message, some sort of an idea, some sort of a creative idea for some of you. So in the past, there was a sense of hopelessness. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what I'm doing, right? It's because you're in that dark night of the soul, trying to find all the missing pieces of yourself. In every wound that you've experienced, when you picked yourself back up, you found another piece of yourself. 9-9. You found another piece of yourself. Okay? So this is Aquarius. So this talks your social group, your soul family, right? Your soul family. You see the lion there, that represents Leo, but it also represents being highly, divinely protected and loved. See how he's got watching, like he's on guard, watching her back. That's a sign of divine protection. You are a starseed, a chosen one. So you had to go through this period of darkness. You had to walk blindly, unawakened, to try to figure out who you are, to try to find your soul tribe. Okay? See, the lion is looking over at the star. So for some of you, you could be a, what is it, a lion, starseed, Lyon, I don't know, I think it's lichen or lion, or I don't know, I can't remember the name of all the star seeds. Heck, I can barely remember my own name, much less remember star seeds' name. Yeah, so some of you could be part of a star family of cats. Or birds. We have birds here. Yeah, 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Somebody wanted you to miss some sort of an opportunity that you were wishing for. Something that you've put work in. So you had to do the work. You had to do the work to heal those wounds with the 9 of Cups. You had to do the work to heal those wounds where you knew in your heart that the people, a community, a group of people, the people that you were social with, they did not value you. You may have offered them a cup, but they did not value you. You never got enough from anybody within your social group, within your community. They didn't bother to fill up your cup. The only thing they did was take from your cup, right? So you had to learn how to fill up your own cup. You had to learn self-worth, self-value. You had to learn how to trust your own tuition. You had to learn to treasure like being by yourself. You had to learn how to love yourself while you were in solitude. You had to learn the attitude of gratitude. You had to learn how to make your own self happy. So you went into that dark night of the soul to work on yourself, to learn how to raise your intuition, learn how to trust your intuition, learn self-worth, learn self-value, to learn who the hell you are. Also, to learn who values you and who doesn't. Who'd be willing to fill up that cup if you gave to them. That's what I see for you. All right, so past influences, please, thank you. Yeah, hardships. See the red flowers? That talks about security, talks about family, it talks about health. So you had to heal your own emotional health, your own mental health. You had to learn value, the value of your body, the value of money, the value of family, the value of people that you give your love to and do not reciprocate it. So this was a very hard journey. You chose this journey. This was a very hard thing for you to do. You had to carry those thorns. Okay? Yeah, look, you had some snakes. You had a snake around you. This snake was very, feel emotionally manipulative. They took advantage of your weaknesses. Yeah, they were like the loyalty. Like they really wasn't as loyal as they claimed to be. Their role was to see how they got their back turned with the hat on. This is somebody you could have turned your back to, and you remained calm. You got the wake up call, 555, time to move in a new direction. Yeah, something about a spider. And names. So yeah, this is somebody who was a sneaky snake that thought you were clueless to perhaps their cunning plan was to keep you in survival mode. So if you got bit by a spider, more than likely, unless it was by a natural event, let me tell you, I've gotten bit by a few. I'm surprised I don't have 2 extra arms and 2 extra legs. That's how many times I've been bitten. The very first one was the worst. I almost died from that one. The most recent one was back of my neck. Thank God it wasn't poisonous because I can't see it. All right. So yeah, that's what I feel about your past. You had to go through the dark night of the soul, and it was hard for you because you had to learn a lot about yourself. You had to learn a lot about who you are, what you're here for. You had to come into your own identity. You had to, find your soul, because this soul tribe were nothing but backstabbers, betrayers, thorns in your side. They cause you a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow, a lot of wounds. All right. Let's move on into what's happening this week in the present moment for the element of water. Oh, look, we got somebody who's sick. A female. Oh, look at this little mousy. Mm-hmm. Using their illnesses against you. Yep, that's what I feel. So you have a female who is sick. She is looking out the window. See how she's looking out that window or that door? Like she's waiting for something. We have the Ace of Swords there. This is somebody who's a liar. A female who's a liar. They were only in your energy to nibble on every little piece of information that they could get from you. That's what they were doing. See how that was nibbling on that cloth? You got a couple of mices. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mices. There could have been 5 different people. So I feel like in the present moment, you have somebody who's not feeling good. Okay, somebody who's sick. They could be lying about being sick. 111. Who is, the 7 of Clubs talks about putting up boundaries. This person could be crossing your boundaries, coming into your sacred space, nibbling for little pieces of information. Food for thought. And my doorbell goes off. So it's probably an astral traveler. All right. She's looking back at the thorns. This person's a liar. July 23rd could be significant. July 29th could be significant, which is Wednesday. So Wednesday is going to be very significant here. So Wednesday, be aware of this clan of mices, because they're just coming in for some sort of information. They could be bringing a piece of information too, telling you that they're telling you a lie, complaining maybe that they're sick. I feel like whoever they are, they're violating your boundaries. Because you see how this cloth is across this card like there's a boundary, and there they are hanging on, nibbling on something. With their nose all in your business. So you got one sneaky snack here. Alrighty, this week. So Wednesday the 23rd is going to be very significant. You got a female who's going to be lying about being sick. You got a soulmate energy. So could be a karmic soulmate. We got 5D information, understanding something, and wants to make an offer. Dark night of the soul. A cycle is complete. So they may be forced to go through the dark night of the soul, and they may be needing to understand something. They may have to return something to you. They could be also somebody who dream walks. They come in dreams. Maybe you're seeing something in your dreams. See how these two people are walking down there with their arms around each other. Give me a this week present situation. Tarot card, please and thank you. Yeah, Hanged Man. So it could be a Pisces. This is somebody who's coming to you either with a lie, a piece of information to try to hinder you or block your progress. This person's going to come across and say, oh, I'm your soulmate, but it's a lie. They can be coming with some sort of information about sacrificing you, trying to keep you in survival mode, in that scarcity mindset, playing a lot of mind games with you. Look, a tower, hermit, three people. We got a hermit card. The hermit in reverse talks about being imprisoned in that head. Right? Somebody could be in spiritual jail. Somebody could literally be in jail for some sort of an addiction. But a cycle is complete. Spying, lying, gossiping, maybe forgery, sign some sort of contract. Yep. Look, unfair. I'm telling you, somebody's either in jail or they're in spiritual jail. I feel like they're in jail with the Virgo card in reverse and the Justice card. Somebody's in jail. Alrighty. Pull one more card for the element of water. Yes, somebody's mad. Somebody's mad. See, she's wearing red. She's lying. Somebody could be lying, but she's definitely mad. They're mad because they couldn't sacrifice you. That's what it is. Because she's looking back at the hardships. She made somebody's life hard. She made somebody's life very, very hard by stalking them. Evil eye. Somebody could be getting released too, maybe for good behavior. Somebody's definitely lying. Yep, look, there's the spider coming through once again. Hummingbird. Time. Something about time. Fate, destiny, free will. Somebody could have been trying to manipulate somebody's free will. Trying to steal their star. Like mess with their head, their crown chakra. Yeah, trying to poison them. Alrighty. Why? Because they refuse to change. They refuse to change. So the tower come in, judgment come in and say, listen, you don't want to change? We'll make you change. Now they may be left to clean up their own damn mess because of the lies that they told. Alrighty. Hidden influences. This is where we get to the queens. Hidden influences. So we'll do the Ice Queen first because she's the first one that popped out. Number 28. So could have stole your idea. Stole your idea and copyrighted it to try to get you in trouble. The Ice Queen has come to block your movement for your highest good. Let your ideas be preserved until later. You can thaw them out and use them at another time when they will best serve. The realm of the Ice Queen is the place of non-action. And now is a perfect time to take a look at how far you've come and to ask yourself for the reclarification of your highest goals. Not all of your plans can be accomplished at the moment. In fact, putting them on ice allows for the perfect timing later on. Don't be too hasty in trying to reach your goal, or even one will present itself if you surrender and spend the winter with the Ice Queen. Perhaps you're trying too hard to do too many things at once, which can cause burnout. So you need to take a break, right? This is a good occasion to choose only one thing to focus on and let the Ice Queen put the others in deep freeze until a more appropriate time. She'll let you know when it's a time to let them thaw. So you could have had this individual. Remember, this is what's hidden, right? This Ice Queen. Very icy and hasty, keeping you in survival mode, keeping you in that tunnel vision. keeping you in the dark. They wanted to block you. Remember, they wanted to block and hinder you. They wanted to delay you because they were angry. So they could have did something to your crown. They were trying to freeze it. Or freeze, in my case, my iPad, because it's been happening. All right, 13. So we got 28, which will be Tuesday. So somebody could be coming in Tuesday with lying through their damn teeth, just looking for information. So don't say anything. They're telling you, don't tell this person anything. Keep it to yourself, because they're looking for information. That's all they want. They're looking for information to block something in your root chakra because they're angry. So this person's coming in masked. They may be coming, oh, I'm so sick. Can you help me? They're lying. The Swan King. Oh, I don't know where I stopped there. The Swan King glides your way and asks that you look at the reflection in the events of your life. What's hidden? Didn't that book say something about hidden? Hold on a second. Personalized community roles from a higher view, unbiased viewpoints. Emotional ghosting over intellectualizing feelings instead of focusing on them honestly. So you're reflecting here. Reflecting on something that's hidden. Maybe a hidden emotion that you may need to be honest about. But I feel like this is this ice queen. This female over here who's playing sick, that is actually lying just to try to get something out of you, trying to get some sort of an information out of you, some sort of an idea out of you. She gives you the ability to see the beauty that transformed your life from ignorance to wisdom. The Swan King lets you know that it's time to go within and seek the answers in your own intuition. So you need to trust your intuition, because this person's hiding something. They have hidden intentions. Why? Because they feel entitled. Don't look outside yourself for answers now. The true power lies reflected in the still waters within you. Now is the moment to meditate and ask for a vision. The power of psychic perception is inherent within you, and the Swan Queen will help you dive deep into your query to find the answers you seek. This is also a reminder to allow time to transform ideas into reality, right? Keep your ideas to yourself. Nothing happens overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. So remember to allow time. Trust your intuition when the time is right to bring this idea out that you got preserved. You got this person who's fishing. They are really fishing this week. They're going to come in possibly on Tuesday, Wednesday, one of them days. This could be an air sign, a air sign, an ascending Aquarius. Be aware of that. They're just nibbling on some facts. They're looking for some information. Alrighty. So let's move this out of my way. I do not need it anymore. So give me a little bit more. Show me some more about this hidden influence. The hidden influence. The moon is hiding. Hidden influence. Yep. The King of Swords. So the King of Swords in reverse talks about somebody who is very biased. This person could be sending in a PI, a cop, a dirty official of some sort, looking for information. This person is hiding the truth. You need to make a decision here. First, you need to ground your energy before you make some sort of a choice. Step back. Keep your ideas to yourself. Yeah. And I feel like don't go anywhere with this person because they're a dirty official. Yeah. They could be stealing your mail for some of you. Right? They could have forged something. They could have forged a document. See how she got that letter in there? They could have forged sort of a document, which would be perfect sense with the King of Swords. So this person's coming in fishing for information to see how much you know. Don't tell them anything. That's what they want to know. They want to know how much you know. What do you... Tell me what you know. The fact that they forged a document. They don't want exposed. They don't want exposed. Huh. Look at this. The answer is yes. That's the truth. How about that? Hidden influences. Give me one for the two queens and the lilies in reverse. A commitment. So they may want to this person may want to commit it. You know, this come out in the last reading about a false marriage, somebody forging a wedding license, marriage license. Fifth dimension, understanding, like a spiritual spouse. I'm telling you, dark night of the soul with an offer. Somebody's understanding, somebody's seeing something in their dreams. You need to trust your intuition. I'm telling you. All right, so the lilies in reverse, commitment, and the two queens as a hidden influence. Yep. This person thinks you're a fool. This person thinks you're a fool. And you know what? Maybe you need to play the fool. Yep, because their plan backfired. Because you trusted your intuition. You need to trust your intuition. Don't fall for their plan. Yeah, because they're not telling you the whole truth. Yep, it could be a Taurus. King of Pentacles. Capricorn. In reverse. This person made a bad investment. This person could have, again, marriage license, because you could get married in a church. Nine of Pentacles. They definitely could have forged a document. Like stolen identity. Copyright. You know, something along them lines. Yeah, they think you're a fool. That's their hidden intentions. Don't let them fool you. Don't. The hidden influence is this person's a clown. They took some sort of a risk here. They're not telling you the whole truth, so you're being warned. They're not telling you the truth about their plan. Alrighty. Hidden influences. One card, please. Hidden influences. Yep. They want to reconcile. They want to reconcile some sort of a ship. Business lover, family, friend. They want to reconcile. Because they could be feeling intimidated by your perception. This person lives in a fantasy world. Could have did marine magic. Yeah. But you got a guardian angel who's coming through protecting you. Yep. Alrighty. So that's what the hidden influence is. So let's see what the obstacle is. What's the obstacle this week for the element of water? So I got the compass. Look at the top. Gemini, Cancer. The bottom. Sagittarius, Capricorn. Pisces, Aries. See, on the cusp. So somebody's a cusp. There's an obstacle here. Whoever this female is a cusp baby. They're either cusp Pisces, Aries, a cusp Gemini, Cancer, a cusp Virgo, Libra, a cusp Sagittarius, Capricorn. And it could be a family member with the Six of reverse. You need to release something. You need to lay something to rest. You need to let go of something. You need to let go of something from the past that has created an obstacle, that has kept you on the fence about a situation. I'm seeing 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a completion of a cycle. You've learned this lesson already. Yeah, the sun's out after a period of storms, right? You're learning that they can't poke the bear no more. You learn value, learn respect, right? They can't poke the bear no more. You learned the lesson of people pleasing. You can't please everybody. You can't change everybody. The only person you can make happy is yourself. Putting yourself first. That's where the sun is shining at. Yeah, this person's a manipulator. Master manipulator, sneaky snake. Queen of Wands. So it could be a Wands. It could be a Scorpio. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. A cusp. Sagittarius. Wait a minute. Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius. No, Sagittarius, Capricorn. So it could be a Sag, Capricorn, an Aries, a Pisces. This is a cusp baby. It's either a cusp Sagittarius, Capricorn, or cusp Pisces, Aries. But definitely a cusp baby. What I mean by cusp baby is somebody who is born right on when the seasons change. For instance, the season changed in July from, I think it was the 19th or 20th. So a cusp baby would be like 18, 19, 20, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. That's like the cusp line. So somebody could be a cusp cusp Cancer, Leo as well. Yeah, that's what I feel. So obstacles with the compass in reverse, and yeah, material world. Somebody's very materialistic. And in the fall. So that fall cusp time would be Libra, Virgo. Big season changes the end of September. So they could have did something in September, October, November, and the first 3 weeks of December. They could have did some sort of spell for some of you, not all of you, but they definitely could have did something in like November, because end of October, beginning of November for money. And they're coming in, like I'm telling you, somebody forged something for money. Could have even did a ritual. Just drain off somebody's sacral chakra. See the two candles? Well, actually a bunch of those. To create something. And they want to come in and see what you know. Yeah, they're at a crossroads. They're going to try to play the victim. Like I said, come in and say, oh, I'm sick. My hands are tied. Can I have some money? Right? Third party situation. 3 people. 5 Macy's, right? But in the meantime, see, there's nobody in that boat. Destruction. So, obstacles. The compass in reverse, Anubis, material world, and fall. Five of Wands. So, yeah, I feel like the obstacle is definitely trying to poke the bear. So don't get involved in the drama. And I feel like that's what we have, fiery energy here. So again, Pisces, Aries, or Sagittarius, Capricorn, or Leo, Cancer. Strong Leo here because we have Anubis, the hearts. So the obstacle is you need to trust your intuition. Lay to rest any past energy. Let it go. This is a perfect time to let it go. Look, Emperor. There's Aries energy. Somebody has Aries heavy in their chart. They're cuspy. So more than likely, they're a Pisces sun, right? A Pisces sun and an Aries moon or an Aries ascending sign. Look, Sagittarius. Don't do something stupid. This person's going to ask for healing, is what they're going to ask for. Yeah, look, King of Pentacles again. Not a Pentacles. They're trying to steal something. They're trying to manipulate you. Right? They're trying to manipulate you. They're trying to win at all costs. So I feel like they're sending somebody in because they made some sort of a bad investment, possibly married somebody, or made a bad investment with a secret society, a coven, church. Somebody is being very impatient. So, yeah. So you need to temper yourself. Take that 24 hours that you need. Take that step back and temper yourself. Temper your emotions. Trust your intuition. It'll be very important. Obstacles. This person could have tried to swap. Yeah, spirit of the wind, activity, movement, and disruption. This person could have tried to destiny swap with you to end something for you. Out of money. This person was very greedy. Yeah, look, see, I said about the balance card, not being able to knock you off that wire, right? So there's an obstacle here where they're coming in to try to disrupt you by poking the bear. So they created an obstacle in your natal chart. They could have did something with your natal chart. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune that's split in half to try to unalive you for money. Like split your life in half for money. See, disrupt you. See the lightning strike? Something about one of your houses, maybe in your 8th house. fifth house, which is Leo. So your eighth house or your fifth house, they try to disrupt it. They got paid to do it. And they're coming in with a hidden agenda because they realize that their plan didn't work. Keep your ideas to yourself, water signs. I'm telling you, what did I say about the Grim Reaper? They tried to end something for you. Hiding something. They were hiding the truth. What are they hiding? The red, that they're angry. And that's confirmation. They want to sit at your table and gather as much information as they can about you by pulling on your heartstrings and telling you that I love you. I want to come back because this is where I belong, right? Because they're feeling crucified for what they did. Outside influences for the element of water. Outside influences, please and thank you. Yep, look, the moon. Look at this. The moon in reverse talks about the illusion has cracked. The illusion is cracked. It's being brought to the light. Right? Hidden influences that are being brought to the light. The moon. The moon is bringing it to the light. Eight of Cups. So August 23rd could be significant. A 5 energy. A 5 and an 8 is a 13. So they could have been doing something every moon cycle. Look, the sun is out. The sun's coming out after this storm. You're no longer making other people happy. You're standing in your power and saying, listen, I'm not responsible for your choices. Right? The King of Wands here could be talking to a Leo or a Sagittarius or an Aries. He wants to come in and look at this. The King and the Queen, both of them. These are energy manipulators. These are master manipulators wanting to come in and poke the bear. But the sun is illuminating something. An illusion has cracked. Something is being revealed in this moon energy. And what is being revealed is this person is trying to by coming in and saying, oh, let's reconcile this relationship. Let's make peace. But in all actuality, they're lying. They're going to try to fool you. They're wearing a mask. So outside influences with the moon in reverse, I'm telling you, they're watching you. They're stalking your social media. Understand, offer, dark night of the soul, same 3 cards. A cycle has completed. You need to understand why this person is coming in with this offer. Because they're still in that darkness. That sun energy. Somebody is still in a period of darkness. Somebody still got their head up their ass. Observing you. They think they can play on, what's that, world's smallest violin. Oh, my heart sings for you. That's what they're going to do. That little world's smallest violin. So outside influence is the moon observing. I'm telling you, temperance. There it is. All these cards come right back out. 9 of Pentacles. They are trying to steal something from you. Your assets, your business, something from your house. They made a bad investment when they paid money to a secret society, a church, a coven, to do something on a routine basis. right? They did something reckless. And they're observing something online. That's a lot of cards. Yeah, Six of Cups. It could be your own children. It could be somebody from the past. Look, I'm telling you, they did something on a routine basis. This is a pattern, a repetitive pattern that they did. Now they got to clean up their own damn mess. There's a lot of cards there. Can I just have one card, please, and thank you? Outside influences. Queen of Cups. They're observing you. Queen of Cups. The Queen here. The Swan Queen. This person's observing you online. Could be a King of Swords. This could literally be a dirty cop, a dirty official who is watching you online, watching you to see, like maybe checking your IP address or watching to see if they can catch you up in something. Maybe not wanting to come in and tell you the obvious. This is somebody, remember, is nibbling on information that they're seeing you online. This very well could be somebody watching you who is like the King of Swords in reverse. Somebody who's unbalanced. Somebody who's a dirty official. I'm telling you. They're trying to trap you up to get you in prison. They're trying to catch you doing something. Right? The Three of Cups in reverse talks about, could be three women, but it definitely talks about some sort of an addiction. They're trying to trap you up in something. But the cycle is complete. They could be watching you on the World Wide Web, trying to trap you up to get you put in jail. I'm telling you. Forgery. They're spying, they're lying, they're gossiping, they're spying on you online this week. They want to know what you know about a forged document. Right? Because I feel like they're afraid they're going to go to jail. So they're going to come in and, oh, that smallest violin, pull on your heartstrings. You could trust me, right? You could trust me. King and the Queen of Cups. Outside influences. So somebody definitely could be either sitting outside your house, watching you online. They could be sitting at home watching online, but they're trying to trap you up in something. They're trying to literally set you up to get a jail. Because they're angry. Give me one card, please, and thank you. Yep. Hospitality. So somebody be saying that they're at the hospital. Somebody may, even be like, you got any bread? Like, I don't know. Something maybe ask you for food. They could be saying they're hungry, right? Little nibbles ice here. See the bread? You need to pay attention to your intuition. It's very, very important with this situation. Yeah. So you're going to be seeing something, but keep your mouth shut. It's going to definitely spark something in your mind. Look, depression, melancholy. They're trying to set you up. I feel like they're trying to poke the bear. Some sort of illness. You could be smelling something, or you could be having some sort of memories, be reminiscing about something. Maybe a conversation. Look, secrets, mystery. Something is a mystery. This person's not revealing the whole truth, though. You need to be gentle with yourself. All right. Okay, best course of action to take this week for the element of water. Best course of action to take this week for the element of water. Please and thank you. Yeah. So the whip card in reverse talks out I feel like you need to not go somewhere with this person. Yeah, that's it right here. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that was a different card. We have the male individual in reverse. That's this King of Swords right here. It's a karmic person. Why is the whip in reverse for the best course of action? Look, master number 11 too. I feel like you've already mastered this lesson. You don't need to go back through it. Especially with the Jack of Spades or Jack of Clubs in reverse, which is the Knight of Wands. Victim. Third party, ascending, destruction. Summer. The best course of action to take is don't play the victim mode. You've already been there, right? I'm telling you, somebody's playing backfired. The best course of action to take is don't look at your situation as the victim, because you've already learned that lesson. You've already mastered that. So somebody's plan is going to backfire here. Yep. Somebody who's a know-it-all. You're breaking free of some sort of chains because somebody wanted to win at all cost. And their plan to keep you in victim mentality, keeping you in that survival mode, keeping your hands tied or even handcuffed, backfired. Right? Somebody made some sort of a decision to create some sort of an unnecessary battle. Yeah. 3 of Swords. A lot of heartache and despair. Somebody's playing backfired. That's the best course of action. You've already learned that lesson. Don't fall for the trap. Because I'm telling you, they're trying to trap you in something. Their plan is to trap you. I don't know why they keep taking me back to that whip. 711. That is the 23rd. That's the day of the full moon. They're trying to set you up. I'm telling you. They're trying to get something. Yeah, they're trying to set you up. They're trying to put you in a victim mode, to use something against you. Argue. That's the 5 of Wands. Right? Trying to poke the bear. So something backfired. Right? Something didn't work. Their plan was a dud. And now they're going to come in and try to play the victim. Because they don't want, you know what? Their plan backfired And now they're going to come in and play the victim so that they can like get out of judgment. They can get out of getting whooped by the divine, or getting out of being reprimanded by some sort of an official, right? The King of Swords. Somebody is getting reprimanded and they don't like it. At least that's what their plan was for you, water signs. That was their plan. The best course of action is to block them. The Knight of Wands. Block them from even coming in and having access to you. Because this person's angry and they're not going to show their true colors. Give me one more card for the Whip in reverse. Victim and the Seven of Pentacles. This person likes the victim mentality. Somebody has Pisces. I'm talking to a Pisces individual here. Pisces like to play the victims. Yeah, you're protected. You're protected. That's why their plane was a dud. So the best course of action is to cut this person off at the door. Don't even let through your door. Don't. Just cut them off. Yeah. Because this person's very vain. Right? They could have did something with a mirror. Partnerships, balance. Pay attention to new people. And pay attention to the ones that are exerting energy. Stay at peace. You are protected. Archangel Michael got you. They did Christmas. I'm telling you. December. Fall time. When cold outside. Okay. The outcome for this week. Give me the outcome for this week. Something major is changing. You're rising up out of the ashes here. Look, female, my divine feminine. The Ace of Swords. That's the truth. So sit back in your little chair. Show yourself some self-love. And don't get involved in the drama. Matter of fact, don't even let these people in your house or this person. Because all they're doing is looking for a way to set you up. Possibly even take you, tie you up, and do something bad. Don't accept their invitation. Don't even unlock the door. Yeah, this person's karmic. They could be coming in. You already burned the bridge with this person, right? You already have. Trust your gifts. There you are, Ice Queen. Don't even take their gifts because it's going to be cursed, right? This person's very disloyal. And they're going to be playing that smallest violin because they're working with other people. So they may be coming to your house with some sort of wanting to either throw the book at you or some sort of knowledge, but they're being heartless because they don't want to clean up their own mess. Again, it could be somebody that's an ex, bringing some sort of information in to poke the bear. So the outcome is to stay at peace. Stay at peace. Don't even let any situation, don't eat the door. Just remain unfazed. Yeah. See, reaching in. See, don't even look at fear. Don't even look at fear. Keep your back turned towards it. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're like, whatever, right? See how something's reaching through there? Receive. Look, there's the hand. So healing. You're going through a healing phase. So you need to surrender to the healing. Because you're on a twin flame journey. That's why you've been through the dark night of the soul. You're not abandoned like these people wanted. You're definitely protected. That's why their plan backfired. And now you got a decision to make. Didn't that already come through? You got a decision to make here. Outcome. Yeah, I'm telling you, Knight of Wands, there he is. Just turn your back to them. Don't even let this little player, this little Rico Suave, yep, don't. Just don't even, this person has a shadow. They're carrying a shadow with them. And the shadow is going to reach through to them. And don't be scared, is what Spirit is telling you. Yep. They want to work out with you. Right? Maybe, like I said, pull on that heartstring. This may be, and they're feeling a very uncomfortable here, is what I see. They're feeling very, very uncomfortable. Why? Because they see you're about to achieve something. Something you've been wishing for. Which is a part. A love. Somebody is trying to break some sort of a contract with another person. It could be that person's ex thinks it's unfair. Yeah. Spy, lying, gossiping. Yeah. Somebody's getting in trouble for forgery. Somebody's been watching you. Somebody's been spying on you online, trying to set you up. Yep, but the cycle is over. There's the World Wide Web. Yep, these three little bitches. This person has an addiction. This person has an addiction. They could be trying to plant something in your house and then call the cops on you. Alrighty. This person may have a sex addiction too. Ooh. Oh. It fell in my dish. Alright, so yeah, you're about to take your next step on your journey. Look, 888, new opportunities are coming your way. You're about to take the next step on your journey. In the full moon portal from Aquarius to the full moon in Pisces. The portal is opening up. You're about to get your envelope and take the next step. You're going to be very stable, very solid. You're going to be anchored down. And this person wants revenge because they're a rival, right? They're a rival. And, you know, they see that you are sheltered, you are protected. Your root chakra could be significant. And they're very angry. They're very angry that whatever this is that is destined for you, protected. That their little death trap did not work. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. Set you up. Somebody is a hitman here. That's the King of Swords. Somebody was a hitman. Yeah, and they wanted revenge. They paid a hitman for revenge. This is a hidden rival. This King of Wands individual. Yeah, I'm telling you. Mourning. What did I say about being divinely protected? You're protected by the angels. And they're intimidating. So they could be seeing some sort of gargoyle, or because gargoyle are actually a sign of protection. Look, protector. I'm telling you. Have faith that your prayers are being answered. Something from a higher perspective. I feel like somebody's ancestors and angels are intimidating this person because they're a secret rival. This is somebody who's been gossiping about you. So you tried to cut your destiny in half, like chop it in half. Somebody got paid to do something. Somebody got paid to do some sort of a ritual. Possibly last September, October. They wanted revenge to unalive you. Because this is a master manipulator. Hey, I got this idea, right? I'll go in and I'll nibble on every little piece of information that I can get from so and so, and I'll bring it back to you. Hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. So hope is Archangel Gabriel's twin flame. So you have Archangel Zachiel. Thank you, Zachiel, for supporting me through to transform from my past challenges. The Phoenix rising. Yeah. So I feel like the dragon that you feed is the one that's going to succeed. So don't feed the dragon of manipulation, because you definitely have somebody who's operating out of their shadow side. See how it looks like she's doing some sort of a ritual to try to manipulate. Where's it at? To manipulate your transformation, to try to manipulate your destiny. Right here. To manipulate your destiny, your free will. By using words. Look, see how this person is sitting there with a book and a pen, burning candles. Okay, Mother Mary. Thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me to give and receive the love I deserve. Forgiveness. So Mother Mary's coming in saying, I forgive you. Have hope. Because there's a miracle about to occur here. I'm telling you, somebody was doing magic. Somebody's ancestors did magic on them. Somebody's breaking a generational curse here. Somebody is breaking a generational curse. And it's passed down through the maternal lineage. Mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, something along them lines. Somebody is breaking a generational curse here because somebody did some sort of magic. That would make sense with the sacrifice. Somebody trying to sacrifice somebody. Sacrifice, I don't know. Yeah, so we have lineage. Connect to your lineage. A family womb or pattern can be healed now. On a maternal side. From magic. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. You are being divinely guided because you're an earth angel and Gaia is protecting you. You are being called to action. Right? So honor your intuition. Honor your feelings. All right, there you go, water signs. That's your reading. Oh my goodness, I am exhausted. And have a great day. Excuse me, and I'll see you